At home look at Spanasana. Benefits and steps to do this correctly. At home look at Spanasana is also known as a downward facing dog pose. The meaning of at home look at Spanasana is a combination of three words: at home, forward mukha face, and span a dog. The reason at home look this Svanasana is called the downward facing dog pose is that when you practice this asana, this looks like a dog bending forward. This asana can be practiced by anyone. Even if you are going to do this asana for the first time, you can practice this asana. There are so many at home Svanasana benefits, and if you practice this asana every day, then you can easily perform and gain all the benefits related to the at home Svanasana. But it is important to practice at home Svanasana asana correctly. The wrong posture can lead to certain reverse benefits, and you might end up hurting yourself. And this thing applies to every exercise and yoga asana. 6 steps of at home Svanasana. As we know, a dog has 4 legs, and you need to use your hands too to practice at home Svanasana. Step 1. So, first you need to hold a position in which your back looks like a tabletop and your hands and feet look like the 4 supporting legs of the table. Step 2. Then breathe in and straighten your elbow and knees and lift your hips upwards. This pose looks like a V shape with the body. Step 3. Your feet should be hip width apart, parallel to each other, and your hands should be width apart too. One thing that you need to keep in mind is to keep your toes pointed and make sure they are pointed during this position. Step 4. After this, you widen your arms through the shoulder blades by pressing both your hands together into the ground. Do not put weight on one hand, else this may lead to injury. Use both hands together. Step 5. When you try to keep your neck lengthened, your air will be touching the inner arms. Step 6. Try to breathe deeply and hold onto at home with the Svanasana. You need to look towards the navel while practicing the Susano. Step 7. After this, you can exhale and bend your knee and come to the starting positing, table-like pose and relax. Remember these tips if you are a beginner. Warm is necessary, and therefore, we suggest you do some warm-up for your arms and calves muscles before you practice the Susano. Also, if you are going to practice yoga, then you can start with some of the preparatory asanas like Dhanasana and Dandasana before you practice at home with Svanasana. And after practicing at home Svanasana, you can practice some follow-up asanas like Utthapincha Mira, Sana Chacharangodandasana, and Upper Svanasana at home Svanasana. Can also be practiced as a part of Surya Namaskar. Precautionary points you need to keep in mind. Do not practice at home Svanasana if you are suffering from a high blood pressure problems. Do not practice at home Svanasana if you are suffering from carpal tunnel syndrome. Do not practice at home Svanasana if you are suffering from weak eye capillaries. Do not practice at home Svanasana if you are suffering from a detached retina. Do not practice at home Svanasana if you have a dislocated shoulder or any type of shoulder injury. Do not practice at home with this Svanasana if you are suffering from diarrhea problems. And now that you know how to perform at home with this Svanasana, you should also know the benefits of this asana and how this asana will help your body to work at its optimum level. 7 benefits of it home with this Svanasana. 1. At home Svanasana is helpful to tone the muscles while engaging your core at the same time. This asana is helpful to tone the lower abdomen muscles, which further help to reduce the excessive fat from your lower abdomen area. To at home Svanasana helps to strengthen your bones, and this is also a weight-bearing exercise. This asana helps to prevent osteoporosis, because when you practice this asana, it will increase your upper body strength, and this also includes your shoulders. When you stretch your calves and hamstrings muscles while practicing this asana, this will not only strengthen your legs, but also be good for your spine. This asana helps to open the back of your legs and helps to stretch those back legs muscles. 4. When you practice this asana and hold an inverted V position, this will improve your blood circulation because your heart is above your head. This asana also helps to increase your focus and energy. If you practice this yoga asana on a daily basis, this will help you to relieve some tension in the neck and you feel energetic 5. If you want to increase the strength of your upper body, and especially your arms, then this asana is helpful to do so. When you practice the Suasana, you are pressing your arms against the ground, which helps to engage all those arms muscles, and this helps to strengthen the arms. If you practice the Suasana regularly, you will be able to tone and strain your arms without lifting dumbbells. Some people have really bad posture, and bad body posture leads to a lot of problems. When practicing at home with Visvanasana, helps to improve and correct your body posture, especially some swampy postures. This asana also helps to lengthen your spine and open your shoulders and bring ease to neck and back pain problems. 7. When it comes to relaxing back muscles and preventing back pain problems, this asana works amazingly. When you practice at Homolokasvanasana, you give a proper stretch to your back muscles, and this boosts the oxygen supply to the various parts of your body. So this enhances the functioning of your system. Now, when you start with yoga saunas, remember what are the things you need to keep in mind and what you will get out of it. When you exactly know the benefits, you do it more keenly and correctly.